would just describe it as a really pleasant place to be for a rainy day afternoon in Seattle.
I really like gyokuro, which is a Japanese green tea.
I like the black teas a lot.
Pretty much whatever your favorite is, it's probably here somewhere.
Owning a tea shop with my husband has been exactly as I envisioned it to be. I would never have done it if I didn't think that we each had our strengths to provide to this business.
I think the combination of our two skill sets has really done a lot in terms of complementing one another and really helping to build this business.
I thought, let's put it together in an atmosphere that was warm and inviting, with people who were friendly and like happy to give and talk about tea. And so that's how we decided to open Miro Tea.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Goal number one from the day that we opened was that we wanted to make sure that everybody had an amazing cup of tea when they walked out of here. And that meant sourcing the best teas from all around the world and continuing to perfect that mix. And then making sure that every drop of water that came out of our faucet was the best drop of water possible. Over 99% of a cup of tea is water. And so for us, having really, really good water and really good tea are almost synonymous.
Water is pretty significant. At least to me, it's very significant.
I would think that if you have chlorine or any other minerals in it, it completely changes the taste of tea.
The things you're going to want to start with if you're going to want to make a really perfect cup of tea, the tea leaves themselves. You want to make sure you've got some really good quality tea leaves, and this is our oolong. Water is the next important ingredient. Between that and the tea leaves, that's all you're going to be consuming in the end.
Clean water, you can tell when it doesn't have a lot of stuff in it. It makes the flavor of the drink a lot better.
I spoke to my husband about getting a water filtration system from the very beginning. It was just kind of an assumed thing. You know, it wasn't even like, well, maybe the water in Seattle is good enough, so therefore we can get away with it. No, we felt that the best way to provide high-quality water for a high-quality tea would be to just get a filtration system.
For Miro Tea, it's incredibly important for us to control all of the different variables so that the water that we get out for the customers and then the tea that we brew for them is the best possible. And that means eliminating all of the chemicals, additives, all of the things that could potentially damage both the flavor and the aroma of a cup of tea. So I'd like to show you our water filtration system here that we have at Miro Tea. We have it mounted onto the wall. It's called a high flow system, and it's made by Everpure. And the way it sort of works is as follows. We have a water line that runs over here on the left-hand side. The water flows through, first hits this pre-filter, and what this pre-filter actually does is it allows you to kind of pick up any of the little particles and particulates that come through the water that you often don't see when you're running a regular faucet. The water then passes through from the pre-filter into these additional carbon-based filters, and what these actually do is they actually strip out a lot of the chemicals and additives that are often put into water, like chlorine and things like that. It really allows you to get a really good, clear water that comes through there. And then the final piece of filtration comes here at the scale inhibitor, where this basically allows you to kind of lock in the minerals that are actually in the water, so that when the water flows out, which you can kind of see from this pipe coming out, that pipe actually feeds all of the equipment that needs water to run, from our hot water heaters to our steaming machine and any of the other beverage making equipment that we have, which allows us at Miro Tea to ensure that our customers have a really great experience and cup of tea every time they come.
I felt that Everpure would do the job properly for us because they have a long history of doing so with other businesses. It was accessible to us with a location in Seattle. It was a good price point, but also I thought that it was a name brand that I recognized, and I felt like it was an industry leader.
We're very pleased to have an Everpure system. It's worked out incredibly well for us. It's been very easy to maintain, and it provides us with the quality of water that we can stand up, right next to our teas.
The experience that you have at Miro Tea is a complete expression of who I am. And so when you come in and you enjoy your experience here and you felt like you learned something here, I feel like you've taken a piece of me away with you, and I take pride in that. It is what I wake up wanting to do every day.